Hey, you know what would be funny? If the doors were locked when we came up here.
Do they close the doors when the movie starts? Apparently they do, boys.
We basically snuck in. Nobody knows we're here. Okay, here we are. Rushville City Center. This is the entertainment mecca in Rush County. I'm gonna talk to the guy behind the counter and see if we can get some free popcorn. I like extra butter. Do you guys like extra butter?
Yes, definitely.
Extra butter. For sure. Extra butter. I mean the kind of where you wring the popcorn out like a wet rag and butter drip.
You got to put the straw down the popcorn.
In the bottom.
And
don't waste.
Yes, and run the butter that way.
Dude. So I'm talking about America, man. We, in Rush County, drink butter through a straw.
We're here in Rushville, Indiana, the hometown of three of us here, and we're really excited to be at Fish Moon Brewing Company. We're going to go in and try some food. We're going to try some brews, and we're glad that you're with us tonight. Come on in.
Thanks for following us in here at 309 North Main Street in Rushville, Indiana, at a place called Fish Moon Brewing, just north of Rushville Pharmacy off of 3rd on Main. A great little place. Beautiful place we discovered.
Wait, Link, did you say 309?
309 North Main.
Not to get confused with 8675. 309.
No, it's not Jenny's place.
Oh, okay.
Not this place. No.
All right.
No. It's a place just
Jenny could walk in, but just not that.
She might walk in.
She might walk in.
Yeah.
But we don't have time for Jenny because we're too busy talking about this place we found right across from the city center in a kind of revived downtown Rushville. You know, what possesses someone to take the risk to make a place this cool when so many people don't have the courage to do it? I don't know. A guy named Thomas moved to Rushville, thought there's room for one more cool place, and I'm going to make it happen. And tonight...
And he did. Yeah, this is awesome.
Great stage, not unlike...
Supported by some cool people.
Supported by some cool people in the city.
That saw a dream, big picture.
Recognized the need and did the work to make it happen. We're here in a kind of historical artifice with a history that includes having been occupied by a furniture store, I think a paint store. If I'm not mistaken, many children learn their first lessons in martial arts at the dojo at 309. But now it's Fish Moon.
We don't know that for sure, but we're guessing.
I could maybe be speculating on
We
that.
do know, though, that Louis the Greek was a great candy maker in Rush County, Indiana, just about a block from here. I remember going to Louis and getting his awesome, wonderful strawberry milkshakes right out of that tin can, and then some fudge, and then the wonderful candy canes, everything that he made. I have a vivid memory of Louis the Greek.
So Brewski and I are from
Fishman.
Brewski and I are from Rush County, so we have a lot of great memories. Our fourth member of the four-way split, B, is not with us tonight, but he is also from Rush County, so we have a lot of great memories. Lincoln's worked a lot of hours here in Rush County. So just a beautiful place. Rushville downtown has been revitalized by a lot of great people involved in the city government, and we're thankful for the opportunity to be here. I've had an opportunity to play music here several times at Fish Moon Brewing Company, and it never disappoints. And we had dinner here tonight. Some great food. I had the chicken tenders. Very, very good.
And delicious.
You had the tenderloin?
I had the tenderloin. It's one of my barometer items. I was very pleased. The fries were crispy. They walked it through the garden. My tenderloin was hot and my garden was cold. That means that your food doesn't sit for very long in the window before it gets to your table, and that's an important thing.
Well, and you know, Link, they say Indiana is the place for tenderloin, right? So it's always a big place where you go.
Yeah.
Right.
So you like the tenderloin at the depot in Greenfield.
Yes, I do.
You've probably had tenderloins other places.
I'm a good
So
judge of
it
tenderloin.
sounds like you're a big fan of the Fish Moon.
I'm a bit of an
Yeah,
expert.
tenderloin.
And I'm also a fan. We had a number of appetizers. We had the fried dill pickles.
Yes.
We had the pretzels with beer cheese. Just perfectly cooked, tender on the inside and moist, just crispy and golden brown on the outside. I think Craig ordered some chips and queso, and the queso even had
It's a little different.
kind of a
It was good.
kind of a unique recipe, and we just enjoyed all the food.
Yep.
I had the PB&J burger.
Yep.
So peanut butter and not jelly. Peanut butter and jalapeno burger. It was excellent. That peanut butter just hot and warm mixed on that burger. I love peanut butter. Never thought once to put it on a burger.
Right.
Excellent. I probably will start grilling my hamburgers at home and throwing some peanut butter on them.
with some
Thanks
peanut butter.
to Thomas and Fish Moon.
Yep. That's
the fish
a
moon.
good recipe. Yep.
Yeah, because not unlike its name, my understanding of a fish moon, a fish moon is a term used to describe an opportune moment for catching fish. The fish get confused. The moon is so bright and clear, they can't tell the difference between day and night, and so they swim closer to the surface. When you cast your line with the appropriate bait during a fish moon, you are sure to pull something good out of the water. And I think that's what's happening here at the Fish Moon Brewing Company in Rushville. Stop by Fish Moon. The moment is probably going to be right. You're going to cast your reel into the waters here and pull something good out every time.
Which brings us to the brews, right?
Which brings us to the brews. Tonight you had...
I have the Blood Orange IPA, which is fantastic. It hits the spot. I'm a big IPA fan. I try, if I'm in the house of a brewing company, I try the house brew, and the Blood Orange hits the spot. It's really, really good.
And these are all brews made here at
Fish Moon. Yep, Thomas.
This is not something Thomas is like, man, who can I get to beer to come in here? He's like, nope, you know what? I'm just going to make it myself.
Yep.
I had the Barry Garcia. You know what? I don't know if I remember. I've been to Fish Moon before. I don't know. I don't think I had an opportunity to try their beer, but this Barry Garcia, man, is just so pleasantly fruity without being over the top. A great ABV, not too much alcohol, still good with my food, doesn't clash with my tenderloin, and I've been drinking them pretty much all night, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not a big IPA guy, so I have IPAs every once in a while, but I normally stick to cream ales. They've got a Covered Bridge ale here that's usually always pretty good, not on the menu tonight. So I had the Moonlight. The Moonlight was a really good beer, and then I switched to the Barry Garcia as well.
Right.
And I do like some of the fruit beers every once in a while, and yes, Barry Garcia has been a very good beer.
Are you trained in art? Did you take lessons, or
So
is it just something you?
It was natural. It was God given. So it was an easy A in class.
Really?
Yeah. So I would take it in high school just because it was easy. But I hate art. That's the thing. I hate art history. I hated my art teachers. They used to follow me around and steal my art. Yeah. But it was an easy A.
You hate art, but
really
you
don't.
enjoy doing this.
I really don't enjoy
don't?
doing this. No, I only do it because I can't stop. When you're good at something, you can't stop.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
kind of
curse.
like...
I've noticed when I've seen you painting, I caught you painting the ladies up on the walls and stuff here in town. And of course you had the headsets on. A lot of us, do that. So that's probably just your, just your resting place or your focus or whatever.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of conundrum because there's a parallel, right? Because when I was in high school, I was like the artsy creative guy, and then they found out I was good at math, and I hated math. And they were like, you have to take advanced math. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to school to be like a journalist, man. Like, I'm never gonna use trigonometry. They made me take trigonometry and calculus.
Straight too.
By the time it was all done, I told my mom and dad, I was like, listen, man, this is killing me. So we made an agreement. My mom and dad said, look, we agree. Just pass the course. My mom went to the school, high school guidance counselor and said, my son's gonna pass math, and that's all he's gonna do. I got a D in like calculus, and me and my mom slapped a high five. So I'm just here to tell you, I totally get what you're talking about.
Tell us your last name.
Waskaboinik.
What?
Waskaboinik.
Right.
So here, that's a funny story behind it.
Okay. Yes, please.
Okay, so there's only 9 of us in existence because my grandfather, he was Kuban Cossack, raised in the Cossack Mountains.
Okay.
All right, he was recruited by the Russians to fight for the Russians as a Cossack with the sword saber and the big hats. Then he was captured by the Germans, forced to fight for the Germans. He fled, ended up on the border of Sault Ste. Marie in Canada, and changed it to Waskaboinik to sound Jewish-Polish, so neither would look for him.
Oh,
so
my
he
goodness.
took our name to the grave. So there's only 9 of us that are Waskaboinik.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's Volkovonikov is what I think the real name is. It's the closest we got, but he took to his grave.
Four-Way Split Nation, look, if that's not a story for you,
That's right.
and a reason to watch us and listen to us and be involved,
We are
I mean, I don't know what more to tell you, right?
So how did, look, because this is very interesting to me, because we talked a little bit about like the fish moon and what a fish moon is, and like you very creatively combined in an eclectic way these notions, you know, these connotations of the moon and this and the astronaut, but also with the fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, dude, you may not like it, but like you've got like that. You've got a knack. You've got a switch inside of you that gets flipped. You may not choose it for yourself, but somebody pushes you in a direction, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna bust it out.
Was that your idea, or was that
No,
like,
it's
did Thomas just let you kind of go?
This
or
is
what?
an ever-evolving creature because like it's really boring how they came up with the name. Honestly, they were like, okay, so we got like Fishbone and like Blue Moon. Let's do Fish Moon.
Let's do
So then we
Fish Moon.
started tying in like the astronaut and fishing. Like in the mural, I put two aliens in the back fishing through a pothole.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so like I want to take another level. So when I start distilling, I want to do like moonfish distilling, get some alien fish,
Right, yeah,
that you
right.
pull out of the pothole.
Yeah, so
like,
you're literally doing just a
keep
word
it going.
etymology,
and
and
then
then going from there. Wow,
Yeah.
man, that's cool how
And we
that
keep it
was working.
psychedelic too, because we got some deadheads here in the house. So we got some designs where we just want to keep
Well,
it
we're
all
drinking
happy,
Barry
aliens,
Garcia,
and-
man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, right.
I dig it.
So tell us about your story about coming about here and coming into Rushville.
Yeah, so my story is it's wild. I was heading from Detroit to Houston. I have a little boathouse on wheels. Oh, it's a tree house on wheels that floats.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. On.
So I roll into town with this obnoxious thing, and I like lose a bearing in my tire and my Acadia, the back wheel,
Yeah,
and then got that fixed. Headed on out, but then my axle was bent because it was a rush trip.
Right.
Had it overloaded,
Right.
and so then I started shearing off bolts, and yeah, 3 times I tried escaping.
Yeah.
I couldn't. But then like immediately I got in with the mayor and Brian Sheehan and Dan Burklow, Parks Department, and they all like stepped in to help me out. I placed to park it and work on it, and they put me up, and ever since then I've been able to leave. And I've met like, okay, so with Thomas and Jamie, they invited me in. I mean, okay, so like before I broke down the second time I drove past here, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's a cool place. They got a brewery in this town.
Yeah.
So then broke down like outside of town, and they stepped up and asked they offered me a beer, offered me food, and I haven't left yet. I'm like stray cat.
My hometown is south of here, Milroy, Indiana, and Lance was recruited to do an incredible mural on the side of one of the old grocery stores in Milroy.
That was featured on Channel 13 News.
Featured on
by the
Channel
way.
13 News, and I'll tell you firsthand, it's an incredible piece of work.
Okay, so I am here in the kind of grainy backdrop of Fish Moon Brewing. When you drink the great beer at Fish Moon Brewing, you have to know that it's being conglomerated and prepared in these magic brew kettles where guys have to come back here and combine the various barley and hops and yeast concoctions that culminate into that tasty libation in your glass. It doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of time and expense, but the payoff is a cold beer on a evening, hanging out, enjoying yourself with family and friends. It's a work for happiness trade-off that we're glad that the people of Fish Moon Brewing are willing to make.
So this will be a stand-up bar, just beer back here,
Right.
and then we'll start like beefing up and brewing back here, and this will be the walkway back, and 2-story seating, some 1-story seating. We're gonna have like a live fence on this side with like hops.
Man, it sounds like you guys have some good instincts about this business.
Can you tell us a little bit about the response from the community? The response, has it been pretty accepting of the craft brew?
We cannot keep up.
Okay.
That is the biggest battle. It's like some days, some weekends, especially if we have live music, we'd be down to like 2 or 3 beers, and that's why we need to be brewing off-site in the barn and kegging, so we never run out of our flagships. And then do maybe specialty brews here. Start bottling, canning, and distributing within.
Is there a most popular brew that you have that you?
I mean, like our Strawberry Blonde, our Barry Garcia, our Flat Rock, our Small Town, we should never run out of. That's probably the most possible. I mean, that's the lightest. Small Town, those pretty much what we have now. Is what we need to keep, and then like start doing like specialties, blueberries, the passion fruits, and do those here just for fun.
Now being a brewery, I get it with the beer and stuff, but are you guys looking, or have you thought about maybe expanding to like maybe doing some wines and things? Maybe just to,
so we've been talking about that, blueberry wines, cherry wines, and we want to grow a lot of that here and do local wines.
Right.
And then do this distillery, do some like flavored whiskeys and some flavored vodkas, seltzer vodkas, and then do some wines. And that's like if we can take over the library like in a year or 2 once they move, they have a cellar. So we can be doing whiskeys and wines, aging them.
You offer growlers here as well, right? Okay, and is there like a special on growlers on certain days, or is it just any?
It's kind of at this point, it's I mean, it's same price pretty much. And I mean, the fact that we're so having a hard time keeping up, like we really only sell growlers of what we have the most of at the time, because it's like so we've got to get to the point where we can be like knocking them out. It's worth it.
Well, I think one thing that we can summarize about Fish Moon Brewing Company is that you have a vision, and you're hospitable, and it's got great brews, great food, and just an incredible vision for the future moving forward, and just incredible people here at Fish Moon. So we encourage everyone to stop by as you're passing through Rushville, or if you live here in Rushville and you haven't been here yet. It's an awesome place. So we want to thank you, Lance.
My pleasure.
Thank Jamie and Thomas for their hospitality tonight. Can't say enough good things about this place. So hope to see you here soon.